Hello, hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I have a Korean woman's face on the front of my shirt. So finally, we shot down the Chinese spy balloon. We shot it down off the coast of the Carolinas. Um, so it had flown across America and had flown over several of our nuclear sites. So, that's interesting. I don't know why they didn't shoot the spy balloon down when it was over Alaska. It makes me think that Biden is um, working with Winnie the Pooh, you know? Because, I don't know, it's the most logical answer, and it's the simplest answer. And also, they found explosives on the spy balloon. So we let a spy balloon with explosives fly across America, and we didn't do anything about it. Now, if you think that other countries that don't like us, if you don't think that they didn't notice this and saw our reaction, they're gonna do stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and remember, I said that the spy balloon probably had weapons on it. Okay. Once again, I'm right, but I'm right about most things. That's why I'm single. I know better than to get with some chick who's just gonna use me for child support payments. But anyway, uh, so like, don't be surprised if there's like a Iranian weather balloon, quote unquote weather balloon flying across America, or like a Russian weather balloon, you know, a North Korean weather balloon, because China was calling it a weather balloon. But anyway, so like, don't be surprised if you're gonna see more balloons flying over America, because apparently you know, we let that thing fly across America for over a week. So I mean, what's if that's our reaction? Hey, if I'm North Korea, like I'll just make a whatever, a spy balloon, put some nukes on it, fly it over America, and like I know that it's gonna be able to like stay there for at least 5 days at least. And I also know that America's okay with it flying over its sensitive military sites. And the reason why I said sensitive military sites because, well, it's 2023. They have feelings now. You ever see a military site make a TikTok because her boyfriend dumped him, or her, whatever? I don't know. I don't know what the gender is of a military site. It's probably non-binary, transsexual, aka mental disorder. But anyway, I'm just surprised that this isn't a bigger deal. And then the White House had some random person come out and say, well, during Trump's presidency, we had three Chinese spy balloons fly over America. Um, that's a great defense. Well, hey, like the other guy did it too, but apparently that was a lie. That did not happen during Trump's presidency. It's just another lie. It was debunked. But that's a great defense in politics. Well, the other guy did it too. Okay, well, that makes it better. I mean, this is what Biden did. This is worse than the January 6th riots that were instigated by undercover FBI agents. This is totally worse than that. If you're the president and you don't immediately act on a potential threat to the country, you're a traitor. In my eyes, Biden committed treason. You're just gonna, I don't know. It just makes no sense. Like, and there's got to be a way where there's someone who can supersede the chain of command and just order the balloon to be shot down. Like there's got to be someone else who can take immediate military action for our country's benefit. Because when you have a president who obviously has Alzheimer's and obviously didn't really win the election in the first place, it's it's not going to be in our best interest. And then like let's say even if it does mean well, he doesn't have all of his mental faculties to make good decisions. And obviously this is another example. The Afghanistan is that was embarrassing. This is just another one added to the list of boneheaded things our fake president has done. But anyway, I didn't know this existed, but you can be a professional Tetris player. Did you know that? I did not know that. I did not know that you can actually be a professional Tetris player. That is right up there with influencer and like Instagram model. Is a professional Tetris player. I have more respect for OnlyFans models. Are they called models or just? I usually just call them OnlyFans girls because, as far as I know, I mean, I'm sure there's some guys who are making money doing some weird stuff on OnlyFans. But I mean, when I think of OnlyFans, I just think of porn stars and preschool teachers and cops because those are the ones making the content and then getting in trouble for it later because they do it on the job. How many school teachers, female of course, have lost their jobs because they were making content in the classroom, which I just think is hilarious. I mean, they wait for the kids to leave, but like they're in their classroom, they're taking pictures and doing videos. It just blows my mind. World's gone to hell. It's not actually the world isn't going to hell. It's already in hell. The world is hell. It's a shit show out there, folks. Complete shit show. Oh, the Chicago. They're moving migrants to Chicago, and they're gonna try to put them in a school, like to live, in an abandoned school. Because first of all, it's Chicago. Everyone's too busy shooting each other to actually go to class. So obviously, there's probably dozens of public schools in Chicago that aren't being used. One, because the population is probably like too low to even have a school open because like most of the kids in Chicago are in gangs. Listen, if you have a drive by at noon, what's the point of going to school at 7 in the morning? You're only going to be there for 5 hours, and then you got to go back home. You got to get your bullets. So I'm not surprised that they have an empty school that they could use to house immigrants that have been shipped from from Texas to Chicago actually. But anyway, apparently people there are mad about this though and don't want the immigrants to be living in the abandoned school, so they're trying to stop it with protesting. But it just makes no sense because they're okay with all the mass shootings every day. They don't protest that, but they'll protest migrants moving into an abandoned school. Have you seen the population of Chicago? Have you seen the news? Have you seen what happens in Chicago? No one is using the school. I mean, like, why don't you protest that? Like, protest what's ever going on in your society that there is a closed school. Like, protest the mayor, protest the police department. Because crime is, I don't know, like, it's got to be someone's fault that there's all this crime. And I mean protest the police department. I don't mean defund the police. I mean protest the police to make them, like, lock down these neighborhoods that are just like a shooting gallery. Protest the mayor, like, recall the mayor. Put someone in who's gonna do some policies, create some policies that's gonna stop all the shootings every day. But you're protesting some Mexicans moving into an abandoned school. Who cares? I mean, at least they're all in one location, not like homeless walking around like your city. It's like people get fired up over the wrong stuff, over the wrong issues. Every day there's like a shooting. Well, there's several shootings every day in Chicago. Leads the nation, and you're protesting migrants. That's the least of your problems. No, I know, like, the border sucks. I get it. I'm pissed too, but hey, Biden's in office, so like that won't end until Biden is out. So there's really nothing you can do about this. Okay, so maybe like next time, even though it probably won't matter because they put in whoever they want to put in, just like the last election. But hopefully, like enough people vote for who's ever running against Biden that they can't magically produce votes to get him to win. So I mean that's what you gotta hope for. And I know, which at the same time I'm saying like your vote doesn't count if that happens. But if enough people vote, like it'll just be so obvious that, oh wait, where did these 2 million extra votes come from at 3 a.m.? Oh, isn't it weird that they're all voting for one candidate? That's not suspicious. Granted, it happened last election, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Just like people need to like focus, and if you're gonna protest, at least do it for something that's gonna actually save some lives. Protest all the gun violence. Yeah, and I know it has other societal, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like other societal ramifications. Like it does lower certain segments of the population that are less desirable. I get it, but at the same time, you think you would want to stop the violence. But hey, whatever. I might be too smart for your average Chicago citizen. Maybe. Just a tad. Just a tad. Oh my god. So anyway, I've been thinking about all my free time, and I've enjoyed it. Well, I'm still enjoying it. I don't know why I said it in the past tense. I still have free time, and I'm enjoying it. Lately, I've been working on a book. Well, it's just for me. I'm writing to entertain myself, but I've been drawing the pictures and trying to work on the biology of some of the creatures that are going to be in it because it's like a sci-fi thing. And so every time, it's like some of the creatures are big, so the inspiration for a few of them are Lizzo. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.